Good morning. We find ourselves at Wednesday, January 31st of the fourth week in Ordinary Time. Today I would like to speak about the saint whose feast we actually celebrate today on January 31st, St. John Bosco. And I'm sure so many of us growing up as young children learned about this great saint. And he became so famous in the city of Turin itself and across Italy that when he died in 1888, it is said that over 80,000 people came to view his body and to attend his funeral. He was canonized on April 1st, 1934. By Pope Pius XI, and it is known that Pope Pius XI, as a young priest, knew of and had met and for a while worked with St. John Bosco. But one of the elements about this great saint's life, and since we're celebrating Catholic Schools Week this week, and he is the patron of youth, one of the elements that St. John Bosco introduced, and it became really the standard in Catholic school education for several decades, was he incorporated practical instruction in things such as reading and writing and what we came to know as industrial arts. He taught both boys and girls these practical lessons in order to help them become gainfully employed and not wander around cities and get in trouble. But all during their education, each day, he incorporated religious education for these boys and girls. And it became really the standard for Catholic education for, as I say, many, many decades. And to this day, at least in our Catholic schools in the Diocese of Bismarck, religious education is taught to our young people every day, 5 days a week, along with all of those other important secular subjects, such as mathematics, English, all of those other sciences that young people need to know and be familiar with. But it was St. John Bosco who introduced this methodology, and he became highly successful. The woman who collaborated with him in this is also a saint, Saint Mary Mazzarello. And Saint John Bosco in 1859 founded an order of priests modeled on the spirituality of Saint Francis de Sales. And they are known as the Salesian Fathers of John Bosco. With Saint Mary Mazzarello, he founded a companion order of religious sisters who took over the instruction of young girls and young women, and they too are called the Salesian Sisters of St. John Bosco. And so that was in 1872. And so he founded two very large religious orders for the instruction and the faith formation of youth. And to this day, they are still functioning and still following really the charism that St. John Bosco gave to both of them. So this particular saint, on whose feast day is today, January 31st, is quite important to Catholic education in general, and certainly his methodology was adopted in the United States in the establishment of our many very fine and excellent Catholic schools, parochial grade schools, high schools, and to a lesser degree, Catholic colleges and universities. I would encourage you to get a Lives of the Saints and read of his life. You'll be very edified. And it's as relevant to our times in the 21st century as it was relevant and popular in St. John Bosco's times in the mid to late 19th century. And so as we continue to advance toward Ash Wednesday, which is only a few weeks away, I encourage you, again, as I've done in the past, to read the life of a saint each day. It's a great help to you spiritually, and you will always find something in the lives of the saints that strikes a chord with you and helps you deepen your own faith and devotion to Almighty God.